So where are we at?
I forgot.
We are at CreekFire RV Resort in Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, I was about to say Savannah.
Yeah, we're in Savannah, Georgia at CreekFire Resort. I'm here with Giada, Vincent,
or Gigi.
and Mom is inside getting us checked in. We're going to be pulling up to our campsite in a few minutes.
Hey guys, so we're in Savannah, Georgia, and it's so nice out today that we're gonna go to actual Savannah with Vincent. No, with Vincent, Mom, and Dad, and me. So we're gonna start heading there, and we'll see you guys in a little while. Hey guys, we're finally here, and there's so many stores and stuff. Look how pretty it is. So many stores. Oh, look at that. It's a little guy inside the shop. So it looks so beautiful here. We're gonna like walk around, see what's here, maybe go in some taxis. And there's a lot of people here today. There's still a lot of trees around here still. So we're gonna try to find out some good stores and see what's going around. around, and we're gonna show you guys. So we're finally
Get it out of your face.
here, and we're looking at all of this stuff first. Look at this. This probably cost a lot of money. So, people in the old days. Look at how big that is, guys.
Not cool.
All the guitars and drums. Probably over $1,000. Pretty nice. It smells really good. Now we're just gonna go outside. Look at this rock.
Oh, you sent me the maps.
Cool.
Wow, this is cool.
Look at the other one. This is cool.
Hey, just don't fall backwards. Go, 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 go.
Go all the way up. Make it to the top. Go up. Go up. I'm going to take a picture of you guys when you come down. Go.
You should have had them hold on. That was dangerous.
Go, go, go. All the way up. I want to see if you guys can make it to the top. I want to know. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Come on, go, go. Now I have to do it because Vincent didn't do it.
Up there?
Oh my god, these stairs are bigger than my legs. I'm too short for this.
Man, he's...
We're all going up.
A boat.
Oh, it's about to take
Wow, that's steep.
That was a bit aggressive. Oh my gosh.
That's some steep steps.
These are squats, every single one.
Look at this bridge, huh? So nice. You guys want to take a picture up here together?
Oh, we put my locks
Stop
on
touching.
here. That's cool.
The people that died, you put the locks on.
No, people who are in love put their locks on here.
Come here, guys. I want to do something. Good.
Ooh, this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It feels good in here. They keep it nice and crisp.
This is cool, guys. Hey Vincent, check this out. These used to be cannons.
Oh, they found that at the bottom of the
Mm-hmm.
ocean.
They found that at the bottom.
Look, they got the cannonballs that used to go in them. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that used to be at the bottom of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the kids' thing?
Yeah, but I think you have
I
to...
was working on one like this, but it was a
Mhm.
lot smaller. He has the pieces here.
How cool is that thing?
That's really cool.
The SS Savannah. It was the first steamship to cross the Atlantic Ocean.
Salerno Bay off the
Wow.
coast of Italy. This was Savannah is about to be attacked by Germany's newest anti-shipping weapon. This was constructed in Camden, New Jersey.
What are those dots on my hat?
It's just light from your.
I used to have one of these. I used to have this one right here.
Yeah. We don't have it anymore?
No. Those are the old railroad lanterns. So they used to, those are flashlights, guys. They used to fill them up with kerosene, and then they would light the wick, which is like a candle, and then that would light up those glass lenses.
Wow. This is nice.
I need to sit down, right?
All right, so we are at the Savannah Train Museum, and this is pretty cool. These are all the locomotives, train carts, and if you look right here, there's like, I don't know what you want to call this, some type of spinning bridge where it would basically line up with the track that would line up to the cart or the locomotive, and that's how they would get it onto there and then out onto whatever line they were to go on, which is pretty cool. So you see the train track on there? So they line up with all these tracks around the whole, this whole thing spins around in a circle, and it lines up with whatever cart that they want to take out onto the main track over there. Okay?
What happened to that?
Cool. So the one in the front, that's the locomotive, that's the engine, right? This was actually the coal car. So they used to fill this up with coal. You guys know what coal is? So the coal they used to scoop into that motor in the front that would heat up and create pressure, and that would drive it. Mm-hmm.
Is that why?
Yeah, to release some pressure.
Of that movie we were just watching.
1928.
Yes.
There's two down there that actually.
That's cool. This is an awesome place to get married. I don't know, but it's cool though. So all the coal would go into there and it would heat it up, create the steam, and that thing on the top right there is what would make the sound. Hoot, hoot.
That's what makes the like.
See the size of the wheels?
It's almost
They actually keep this in great condition.
What is this big building?
I don't know, it looks like some type of steam stack or something. Yeah. It had 13 forges here. The railroad complex needed blacksmiths to forge iron, locomotive, and rolling stock parts, hinges, and other hardware. So this is where they used to make the parts for the trains. They used to use all this machinery to make parts for the trains, hinges and wheels and all kinds of cool stuff. Look at that thing. So this thing would pick up and drop down, and what it would do is it would knock the heated steel into the shape or the form that they wanted. So this thing that we're looking at is number 8. Number 8, it's a power hammer. So like I said, that's what they used to use. This thing would pick up with the piston, and then they would put the heated steel in there and they would knock it down to either probably make a wheel or some type of part for there, and that's where they would heat it up right there. A bunch of vices over there, it's cool. Now this would, you would put a pipe in here, and this would turn, and then this would cut threads onto that pipe. Come on. Oh, it's because it's probably 100 years old. That's a drill press over there. Metal planer, that's cool. You know what that is? I'll show you. Hold on, let me go do this with Gigi. Oh, you can't go in there though.
Look at how deep it is down.
Looks open up there. So, you guys want to know what that is over there? I just gave them some. Alright, so you stand there, and I stand here. And how this used to work was, each person would grab a handle, right? And one would go up, and one would go down. And you see how it's moving? So basically what would happen is, this is how they would travel to where they were working, or put parts, or bring materials to the areas, because remember, the railroad's hundreds of miles long, right? So they had to get people back and forth that were working there. Vincent, come here, I'll show you this. I'll show you how this used to work. One person used to stand on one side and the other used to stand on the other, and they would go up and down and it would move.
Yeah, I know. But you have to get off of this.
Yeah, you would stand on there. This is just... And then basically this is how they used to get, like, because they didn't have, they were working on the railroad, they had to get to certain places, so people would get on this and they would do this the whole way to their job. No, don't do it right now. And these are the brakes right here. See this thing? Here, jump off. Nope, that's a lock, but this is the brake right here. So this is how you would slow it down. It's the boiler room. This was a boiler room. Cool. Thing would spin, create the pressure. Probably scared the birds away. We're about to ride the train real quick, so hang tight. end of the train ride that we did. We just did the entire tour of the train yard, and now we're going to go to the Children's Museum. What'd you guys think about the train ride?
It wasn't bad.
Well, it wasn't bad.
It could be very loud. It could have been a little bit longer.
It could have been. I think it was just enough. What do you think, Mom?
It wasn't perfect.
No, Mom says it was perfect. All right, cool. Sit tight as we go to the museum.
I thought we already went to the museum.
That was a train one. Now we're going to do the children's one. Look at that. That's cool. Alright, so we're going to do a quick review. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how cool was the train museum? 10 being the best, 1 being bad.
I'm going to rate it.
I rated a 7.
I rated it an 8.5.
Wow, that's big. Vincent is rating it an 8.5. Mom's rating it a 7.
Well, if I was more into trains, I would rate it a lot more, but it's great.
Gigi, what do you rate it?
A 7.5.
I'm the same. I give it a 7 or an 8, somewhere between there. And I worked for the railroad for like 10 years and I enjoyed it, so it was cool. And then the Children's Museum, on the other hand, scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 1. It said ages like 3 to 12 on the website. It was more like,
A 12-year-old would be extremely bored.
more like ages 1 to 4. But I give it
1
a,
to 6.
I wouldn't even say 6. I'd be bored if I was 6 there. Anyways, what do you guys think about the Children's Museum?
Wait, which one was that?
The one that we just came from.
Oh,
It wasn't really a museum, it was an outdoor play place.
Yeah, it wasn't really a museum at all. The train thing was cool. That was a museum.
I'd rate it like a 4. The only reason the 4 things was it was fun. I got to hang out with the family. I got to go down a cool slide, and I also got to climb up the slide. So that's why I rated it 4.
Cool. What about you, G? What do you rate it, G? The Children's Museum, what do you rate it? 1 to 10?
6.5.
Oh, 6.5. All right, well, she likes it more than... I don't even want to know what Mom's going to say. Mom?
Yeah.
What are you giving it?
4.
Wah, wah, wah. All right, we're gonna start walking back.
If you were younger, I would probably rate it a little bit better.
Yeah,
Stop dragging the feet.
we're gonna start walking back. Cool scenery behind us
My
over there.
favorite part in the kids museum was getting wet.
The misters. All right, we're gonna start walking back to get some lunch.
We're gonna rate the lunch place.
See you later.
Hey guys, we just made it out of Savannah downtown, and
I look safe in your phone.
we had such a good time, and now we're heading back to the
RV resort. We're
And
probably
then
gonna go to the pool.
and Lazy River, and we're gonna bring you guys along with us.
Yeah, and also the restaurants were pretty good.
Yeah.
So what do you rate it, Jada?
What was the name of the restaurant we went to?
I don't know.
There was a pirate restaurant, but it was too far away. The one that I wanted to go with, but we didn't go on the taxi because my mom said we wouldn't like it, so we just went on the train.
It's almost too blasted.
What do you rate the restaurant?
Oh, 9.5.
It's a pretty high score. Dad, what do you rate the restaurant?
I'd give it an 8. Well, just my sandwich was good.
Mom, what do you rate the restaurant?
9.5.
I gave it a 9.8. The only thing that I don't like about it is that the tables are a little bit too small. So we'll see you at the RV resort, and we'll probably see you whenever we go swimming.
Yes.
See you guys.